WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users.
Hey y'all, this is Larry Whitfield. Welcome to Sunday Throwbacks right here on WVTC Detroit. On today's show, it is our hope that you will enjoy great music from past and present, that you will be impacted by a throwback moment. So listen, call a neighbor, call a friend, call somebody. Let them know Sunday Throwbacks is on. Let's go. It's Sunday. Sunday Throwbacks. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Sorry for being late. We had to go turn the stove off. Welcome to another week of Sunday Throwback. I am your host, Larry Whitfield, and I am so excited. Elder Val is next to me. But listen, I am so excited because we have a guest. She's my friend. First and foremost, we're good friends of many years. We grew up in the spiritual churches of Christ together. Hey, oh, I feel it. I feel it. But anyway, we grew up in church together, and the Lord has blessed both of us. But listen, she is one of the finest chefs on this side of heaven. I'm talking about ChefYachecia Jarmon. Yes, she is our guest on Sunday Throwback. She's going to be gracing the table in just a minute. But listen, I need you to like and share. If you are on Facebook, if you are on Instagram, YouTube, X, whatever you're on, if you're watching me right now, I need you to share. Let somebody know that Sunday Throwbacks is on. I want to open up with some music, but before I do that, I want to do this very quickly. I have some birthdays here. I have some birthdays, but you know what? I'll bring them up later because I'm not seeing them on my screen right now. But let's open up with this video. I want to give a shout out to Reverend Gregory Troy. He stopped by the studio. Yes, he's watching us by way of the beautiful, spacious lobby of WVTC Radio Detroit. I want to give a shout out to him while he's watching. But we want to open up with Tanner Sharp. This is someone that we love all the way from Lynchburg, Virginia. Mighty God, this is the video. We've already been playing the song, but this is the video of Mighty God that we want to open up with. And when we come back, y'all, ChefYachecia is going to grace the table. So I hope you got your appetite up because we got something special later on. She's really going to be doing a dish on Sunday Throwback. You don't want to miss this. Like and share. We'll be right back.
Lord, you've been a mighty good friend, yes, you've been a mighty good God. You stepped right in through thick and thin, you've been a mighty good God. Oh, when I couldn't see my way, you shined your light on my path, yes, I'll say. feet on a solid ground. Made a way out of the way. Place my feet on the rock to stay. Your goodness and your mercy, it follows me all of my days. Oh, taste and see that you are good. Your goodness, you've been good. You're merciful, yes you are. The doctor said no, you told me yes. That is why I'm happy, blessed. Oh, taste and see that you are good. Yeah. Ooh. Yes, you have. Ooh. You picked me up. Hand me on the line. You placed my feet on a solid ground. Yeah. Yes. Yes, you did. A mighty good God. Yes, you have.
Uh-oh, we on. We
Oh.
on. We
Oh.
on. We.
He's a mighty good God. Oh, yeah. This is Sunday Throwback,
The
everybody.
sanctuary.
Let me get
The
myself
Sunday
together.
Throwback.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Shout out.
Woo. That was good stuff.
Reverend Tanner Sharp. God bless you, sir.
My.
Yes, you know. You already know. We got you with that song, man.
That's good.
Yes.
That's
That was
good.
Tanner Sharp
That's
and
good
High
stuff.
Praise.
Yes.
With a mighty good God. That is the video. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we are so excited. Shout out to Reverend Gregory Troy. I know he heard some organ parts that he wanted to hear. I know he did. But anyway, we are back. We are so excited to have our guest.
Yes.
She is from Detroit. What did he say? Roy said no sleeping or resting on this one.
I saw that.
Uh-huh.
None.
No sleeping or
None.
resting on this. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Yes.
None.
Yes, again, shout out to Tanner Sharp. He is on. Regina says, Sandy, that's one for the women.
Yeah.
She said that's one for the women. Yes.
Yeah.
Sandy said, we got you. We got you, because he is a mighty good God. Yes.
Yes,
oh,
he
my God.
is.
Okay, listen, we got to get to our
Last
guest.
time we checked, he was
I'm
good.
feeling this.
My.
We got to get to our guest. Listen, she is.
I'm sorry.
She is all the way by way of live stream. She's in Nashville.
She is.
So let's bring her on now. Well, no. Before I bring her on, I got to play this. Let's play this presentation. Yes, I'm sorry. Let's play this presentation, and then we'll be right back.
Hasha.
Right back. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. We'll be right back.
Too.
We love you. We thank you.
Jesus.
Lord, we praise you, Lord.
Our first battle for an apron features Yashika
Yes, God.
and Sean, two heavenly home cooks with a higher calling.
You got to pray for me, man, because I'm going up against another pastor.
You're going home in Jesus' name.
In the name.
Being a minister, it's just my life. It's not really what I do, it's who I am.
I feel a lifting in my spirit. Hallelujah.
In church, we cook a lot. I believe that food is a part of my calling. I want to feed the body and feed the soul. Look at that! Ah! I call my cooking sassy Southern fusion. I take all of the classic recipes and I just elevate it a little bit.
Yes! Oh.
It's gotta make me sing. It's gotta make me dance. If it doesn't do that, you can't eat it. I can't give it to you. I can't leave here without being the next master chef.
Yes.
It's good
Man,
stuff.
that makes me so. I know this woman.
Yes,
Let's bring her on now.
yes,
Chef! Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, my goodness.
Ready to eat.
Val and Larry, I love y'all so much.
Love you too.
Yes. We are so excited to have you grace the table here.
I'm excited to be on.
Way of live stream all the way
Yes.
from Nashville.
Yes.
Listen, before we get into the cooking part and all that the Lord has blessed you to, I want to go back to your roots.
Yeah.
I want to go back to your roots. I want to talk about the church Alpha and Omega.
Yes, sir. 446
Yes.
Old Brook.
Yes, we all, everybody in this room, with the exception of Elder Val, we all came up in the spiritual church
Yeah.
under the late great Dr. Reverend Clarence H. Cobb,
My God.
Spiritual Churches of Christ
Preacher.
Incorporated.
Hallelujah.
Let's talk about you coming up at Alpha and Omega Spiritual Church, where I guess at some point you gravitated to cooking.
Yeah. So anybody knows anything about Alpha and Omega, 446 Holbrook, that's my home, my bishop, my spiritual father, Bishop James E. Curry Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is my spiritual father and the pastor, the current pastor at Alpha and Omega. And if you know anything about Alpha and Omega, every Sunday there was chicken. Every single Sunday there was chicken. And we weren't the typical church where we didn't eat after morning service. We ate between morning service and Sunday school. So after Sunday school, there was always chicken and homemade yeast rolls every Sunday morning.
Now,
Baby.
Sunday school was early in the morning, right? Before morning service,
I
right?
don't even want, that's a whole other
Right.
conversation.
And y'all had chicken between?
You missed it. You must have been late.
Between, you know, Larry was our sister
What
church. She went to PT.
Williams didn't cook no chicken at prayer time. Not going to
Yeah, right.
You talking about before morning service?
Before morning service. They ate after the church at PT. We ate before service.
Wow.
Get your energy up. That's
You had to get your energy up between
Yeah, yes.
after Sunday school.
Yeah. Go ahead though.
And so that's where I grew up. So I went to that church by myself. I lived across the street,
Mhm.
and I started going to the church by myself. My mom went to a different church,
Mhm.
and I would go there, and I just got enveloped in that church, that family, the Curry family specifically, and all of the people in that church. They showed me the love of Christ. I mean, I had no idea about Jesus. I didn't know anything about, church and all of that. I mean, I came to church when I would come down here, come to Nashville in the summer. We would go to church, went to a Baptist church. So Alpha and Omega was a completely different church than that. And from the time I was 8 years old, and I got baptized there, and I was put into the choir right when I turned 9. You were supposed to be 12 to
Mhm.
get into the choir, and I was
Yeah.
put in the choir at 9.
Yeah.
And I was that little girl in the front row. I was about yay high. I ain't much taller now. But
Right. But now let me ask you this. I want to get back to the chicken cooking
yeah.
portion. Was it someone at the church that maybe you watch cook chicken, or
So
what
there
did
were
that?
several. So one was my pastor's aunt, Auntie Julia. We called her Aunt G. And Aunt G would be in that kitchen cooking, and I would see her in there. And Elsina Grant, she is still alive and well today. Mama Grant, Elsina Grant, was the one that made the rolls. Either she made the rolls or one of our other good friends, Sister Sherry Robinson, her grandmother, Granny Morris, was another one that made those homemade yeast rolls. And man, I still ain't got them rolls down yet. I got a decent, I can do them all right, but man, ain't nothing like Granny Boo and Granny Morris and Auntie Julia. And they would be in that kitchen. And then others that I loved to watch cook. Sister Mary Turner, who is the aunt to Derek Coleman. The Turner and Packer family were a part of our congregation. And Sister Rose Packer, God rest her soul, would make the bomb macaroni and cheese. I mean, it was the bomb. And so we just had some great cooks in our church, most of them that have gone on, Brother Ernest Hyman and so many others that were great cooks. And one that was a great cook and a preacher as well is Reverend James Gray, Jimmy Gray. He was another one, but it was so many that we came from a great cooking church.
Because back in the day, I mean, we had some male cooks too. I know from Prayer Tabernacle, we had Donald Meadows.
Yes, Donald Meadows.
And it was who? Mr. Yes, Mr. Ellis.
Mr. Ellis.
Yes, Mr. Ellis was mean, but he can cook. We had Dennis.
Oh,
He can cook, but we're not talking about Prayer Tabernacle right now. So let me come out of that kitchen.
We had some great times in that basement on Grand River, though.
Yeah, Mr. Ellis. Yeah, he's mean. Go ahead, Valerie.
I was from the Baptist church. The Nurses Guild number 1 would take it one Sunday.
Right.
Nurses Guild number 2, and they could cook too. It's something about church folk and their hands.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, Yashika, baby, you got hands, because
Thank you.
hands beat the devil, and then go in the kitchen and beat eggs. And you are so good at it. You're so good at what you do. I want to talk about tradition. I'm going to say this. I was trying to make a cake that I've been making since I was 12. My mother's pound cake. My mother's gone on to be with the Lord. I thought I'd never forget the recipe. And I forgot the recipe.
Oh,
about our tradition and our recipe keeping, because there's some great stuff that went to the grave. And if I come up now, my cake was excellent, but it wasn't perfect, meaning it looked awful, but it still had the good taste. It was lopsided, it was stuck in the pan. So tradition. What are you doing for the next set of folk in the church? Because I see you on live cooking at your new church.
Right.
Yes. Nashville. What are you doing for that?
So I do a lot of things. I teach classes on a regular basis. My Thanksgiving classes are coming up again. I always do a whole series during the Thanksgiving, Christmas holidays to keep those traditions going. I'm very, very instrumental in teaching my granddaughter how to cook. She is in that kitchen with me. I've taught her how to make fresh pasta and all kinds of things. I do a lot of work with young people teaching classes. I'll be going out to Yakima, Washington. I go out there quite a bit. There's a program that they have out there that is all about kids, and it's from ages 11 through 18, I believe, and they do an amazing job. So I try to keep people abreast of those things that we were taught, and I always encourage people, write those recipes down, pass them on. Teach the next generation how to cook. So many of this next generation don't know how to cook anything. And I'm really, really happy because my daughter, who was never really big on wanting to be in the kitchen, she cooks out of necessity because she's a mother. But when I tell you, Treasure can make my pound cake. She got my pound cake. It tastes like mine. And she almost jacked it up the first time, but that is encouraging to me to see her doing it and her daughter doing it. My son cooks. My husband and I cook together, and it's just a great thing to continue those traditions and to pass them down.
Yes. Very important to write that stuff down.
Write it down.
You know, and it's also important that cake that you made. You need to bring a couple pieces in here. I'm gonna let you sit on that.
I'll be cooking Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that. I love
ain't brought nothing.
Ain't brought last slice.
Not
Nope.
Child,
so now what I want to do, because Sheikah, you and I have been knowing each other again. We grew up in church together. I mean, Prayer Tabernacle and Alpha and Omega used to fellowship like nobody's church in the city of Detroit. So we came up together. But now I want to move to we started singing together. Michael Mendengal.
Yes.
You know, Michael Mendengal and Communion.
Yes.
I was a first vice president when he started the choir, and Sheikah has been in that choir she's one of the founding members. We just recently
you got hands, girl. You got hands.
Got hands, and she can direct. And now I want to talk about quickly. I want to talk about you are in ministry. We haven't even gotten to the food part yet.
Yeah,
you're in ministry. You are an evangelist. Talk about that a little bit.
Yes, I am appointed evangelist, and I am an ordained elder in the Lord's church. I received my calling to ministry at Alpha and Omega, and during the communion years, just that group of people, young people that were on fire for God. Oh my gosh. And I was the baby at the time. I was 15, actually too young to be in the choir. Mike and Clyde had to come ask my mama, could I be a part of the choir? And when I got to rehearsal and I knew so many faces, I knew Larry, I knew Trudy, I knew Ron, besides Mike and Clyde. And then I met Adrian Douglas, another amazing singer. And we've been, all of us, and Addie, Addie Wilson, y'all know Addie's voice.
Yes.
And so those were the times that helped me develop in ministry, because we ministered to each other before we ministered to anybody else. Our rehearsals used to be ridiculous.
Crazy.
And I thank God for that, and for the ability to be able to be in those rehearsals and to be in those spaces that other teenagers were not. And I know for a fact, communion saved my life. I would have been a statistic.
Yeah.
Wow. I would have been like the rest of the girls in my neighborhood, probably, babies and all of those things. And communion saved my life. I mean, we spent our Friday nights. Thursday night was rehearsal, and then we would go to Thursday night late skate. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Thursday night late skate at the skating rink, and before Reverend Tyron Price, it was Reverend Michael Features.
Yes.
And and everybody was at skating on Thursday nights. And then on Friday nights, we all just came together, fellowship, watch movies, hung out with each other. And I would cook. I would cook for the fam, and we would have a
never
good time.
knowing. I never knew.
Isn't that something?
I never knew.
Larry was a little older than us. He didn't hang with us.
I was just hungry, and we ate, and I was like, "Oh, the food was good."
I was just hungry,
and that's it. But listen, I want to get to. We just recently had our 36 year reunion, and I want to play a clip of a song that we did with My Whole Heart by yours truly.
Absolutely.
And then when we come back, we're going to get to the cooking portion, because we have something very special lined up for our listening and watching audience. And if you were here, then the station owner would be treated to some good food. Hallelujah. But that's the first thing he said. I ain't got no plate. We're going to work that out. But
next time.
Yes, we definitely going to work that out. But let's get to this clip, and we'll come right back. Everybody, continue to like and share. This is Sunday Throwbacks.
There's so much in my heart I gotta say to you, Lord, there's so much you have, there's so much you've done. If I could get some help from you, Lord, in my heart I want to try and let the night. But please forgive me, Lord, if I start to cry. But I've got lift your hands tonight. Come on, just bless him all over this house. I will bless you, yeah. I will bless you, yeah. Oh, I will praise you, Lord. I will praise you, yeah, I do. Anybody got a praise on your lips? Open up your mouth and praise the Lord, yeah. Give a praise. Somebody love him tonight. Everybody say, I will love him, yeah. Oh, yeah. I will love you, yeah. I will love you, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I love teaching others because when I first got into the healthcare field, people overlooked me. I was really a 9th grade dropout who had no education, but I was determined to make something of myself for my baby. So Motor City matched the funds I put into my business. They awarded me $20,000. So now I'm able to focus solely on first step healthcare training and give it everything that it needs. All because I live in Detroit.
I got it.
And I'm gonna put an Obashine on top of that, y'all. But listen, listen, you better vote after saying all that. Now, if you don't vote, when I find out you're not gonna vote, now, listen, y'all, it's really important to vote. We're back. Yes, Lord have mercy. We are silly in here. This is Sunday Throwback, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that song With My Whole Heart, sung by yours truly. I always get teary-eyed from singing that song, and my brother has been gone over 30, it'll be 32, 33 years, and I still get teary-eyed. A lot of you made comments. Lamar, I can still hear Tommy in your voice saying there. Roy, my mama, thank you all. Emmanuel Johnson, I appreciate you all. Minister Whitfield, brother, will be proud. Man, thank you so much. Still get teary-eyed after all this time.
It'll do
But
it.
listen, we're back. We are back, and she is in her element. She is in the kitchen. Before I have you make something, I gotta play this clip.
Okay.
I gotta play this clip because you was cooking against another pastor. Yeah, pastor, and they was very graceful to each other and everything. But listen, when it comes to competition, you got to get yours. So I want to show y'all what Chef Ramsay said about this woman's cooking. We'll be right back.
Right.
I'm a little worried about Yacheka. She's fried the chicken entirely and she's not finishing it off in the oven. She's just living with the Lord on her side.
Somebody getting saved today. 60 seconds remaining. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. That's it. Hands in the air. Well done.
Nice job.
Good job.
Awesome.
Now, very carefully, please bring those incredible boxes of chicken down to the front. Thank you. Right, Yacheka. Wow, that looks beautiful. Tell me about the breading.
So I use all-purpose flour, a little bit of cornmeal, just for a little added crunch, and then a little bit of extra cayenne, some smoked paprika, and lots of black pepper.
Now the sauce.
It's called the sweet hotness. So a little bit of honey and a little bit of spice.
That, young lady, is beautiful. Chicken's delicious.
Thank you, Chef.
Good color. The crispiness is perfect. It's spicy, so I'm not too sure if you get through your second piece, but your chicken has love.
Thank you,
Well
Chef.
done.
Love.
Yes.
Lifted chicken.
Chef Ramsay
Love lifted chicken.
said that her chicken has love in it.
That's right. He can detect
Yes. All right, you're in the kitchen. This is where you're at. First of all, we want to say congratulations to you.
Thank
you. made Detroit proud.
Thank you.
You made Detroit proud, and you represented very well. For those of you that are did not watch season 8, the season 8 of MasterChef, it is still on your network. You definitely want to check that out because she is on there. She was the top 3, if I'm
top 5.
Right? The top 5. Yes. And we are so proud of you and thank God for you. Yes. But now you're about to give us a treat because she is in the kitchen. So I'm going to let you go.
I'm doing a little something. You know, we got to do it real quick because we only got a certain amount of time. But one of the things that I tell people all the time, cooking is only as hard as you make it. It doesn't have to be that difficult. You can take the simplest thing like a sandwich and just elevate it. So today we're going to make a chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwiches are pretty popular right now. So I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing. I'm gotta put my camera down a little bit so you can see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what you do. Get you some good thick sliced bread. Thick slices. Pop them in the toast. All right? Let them do their thing. Get you some delicious seasoned chicken. It could be leftovers. You could have just made it. It don't matter. Put that in there. Heat that on up right there. Put all them juices in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let that do what it do. All right. While that chicken is doing what it's doing, what I did was I took and I made a little bacon. So I got some bacon going on. Y'all see the chicken, everything going on right there. So that's how we get started. Okay. Now, what I want you to understand, like I said, cooking is only as hard as you make it. It's only as hard as you allow it to be. It doesn't have to be hard. So a couple other things that you want to do to elevate your sandwich. A lot of people like to put stuff on their sandwich. I'm gonna show you how to make a quick little dressing. Get your favorite mayo, whatever kind you like to use. And then I like this sweet chili sauce. Take a little bit of sweet chili sauce, put that in your mayo. All right. We're gonna make a nice little sauce for our sandwich. Mix that up, and now you got a spicy mayo. It's super hot because we use the sweet chili. And you can go as far as you want to go with this. You can use sriracha. You can use different hot sauces. I probably got about 13 hot sauces in my cabinet. So, you know, you want to, and what I didn't do, I didn't get any seasoning.
Let me ask you this quick question while you're grabbing the seasoning. Let me ask you this quick question. Now, I love spicy, but I can't handle spicy. So
which is why
it tears me up. What do you recommend?
Why this works better.
Okay.
Because it's got the chilies in it, but they're sweet. So it's not the hot, you know, like even my sauce. You saw it on that clip. That sweet hotness. It is my brand for it is not too sweet with a little bit of heat. Mm-hmm. So it gives you the flavor of the hot sauce, but it's not taking you to the extreme where you need some milk afterwards. So we got our toast done popped up already. Look at that. Beautiful. That's the easiest way to elevate your sandwich. Yeah. Color.
Is that Texas bread? Or
yes, sir. That's the Texas bread. That's the good thick bread right there. Mm-hmm. Put that on your sandwich. Get a little color on there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm light skinned, but I don't like my food to be too light.
Is that bread sweet, Yachia?
It's sweet Hawaiian thick bread.
That Hawaiian,
yeah. Yes. That's okay. So while I got my chicken cooking, let me show y'all my other little trick. A lot of people don't really care for onions, but they like the flavor. This is the easiest way to get the flavor without too much. Okay. Get your little mandolin and make them thin. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I got onion, but it's not too much because they're paper thin. Little bitty thin slices of onion. And I'm gonna do the same thing with my tomato. I love tomato. I know a lot of people don't. But again, slice them on the mandolin. So you got beautiful little thin slices of tomato. It's not too much. Okay. Yeah. So now look at that chicken. Isn't it beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Turn that chicken on.
Mm-hmm. I want to give a shout out to your husband because I know one of them sandwiches his.
I made his as I was prepping, so he already ate it. He already ate it. So this is what we're gonna do. So now we got all of our mise en place. We got our sandwich fixings. We got I slid a little slid a little bacon when y'all wasn't looking. So we're gonna take just a little bit of this sweet, spicy mayo, just a little bit. Put that on there like that. All right. Then you got the good lettuce. Get you some red leaf lettuce. All right. Put that on there like that.
What do you think about romaine?
I like romaine. Romaine is delicious. It's got nutritional value. The only lettuce you won't see me using is iceberg. Iceberg has no nutritional value. It don't taste like nothing. It tastes like air.
Crunchy air.
Crunchy air. So then I take my bacon, put that on there like that. All right. Bring my chicken back here. Got my chicken. Slide that on there like that.
Wow, that's gonna
All right.
be a big sandwich.
Simple. I mean, it's a sandwich, but I mean, it's simple. But I'm not doing too much. All right. So
I can smell it, can't you?
do you see all them spices, all that was in there?
Yes.
On that chicken. Take your serrated knife, the one with the ridges. That's how you cut bread. Let the knife do the work. I'm not smashing my sandwich. I'm letting the knife do the work. Okay? Don't smash the sandwich. Let the knife do the work. And by TV magic, so I always keep a paper towel up under my cutting board so I can clean up. So now I'm cleaned up. And by the magic of TV, I already got my sandwich.
Lord,
look at that sandwich.
Yes.
Look at that sandwich, y'all. That's a sandwich.
That's a sandwich.
And that,
that's a sandwich.
You're hitting buttons on the machine and just all excited. Yes.
That's a sandwich.
Yes.
Now y'all talk while I eat this sandwich.
Yes. And wow, yo.
Did you put any cheese on it?
Don't need no cheese.
You don't need no cheese on that.
I just figured I'd ask. It's good. Listen. What's on the side?
What is it on the side?
You can do whatever you want to do with it.
What is that on the side?
The purple kind. I don't get paid to endorse them, but y'all know what these are.
Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. You know what? We know the shape of food.
You know what it are.
Yeah.
I know these are.
Paid to
And I like the ones in the purple bag because they taste better.
Yeah.
Hey, Staffy, come on now.
Yes.
Just a sandwich. I'm going to eat my sandwich while y'all talk.
And what's crazy is that Staffy just got out of service and she rushed to the thing because she knew you was going to be on. So she
had to preach today, didn't she? She done preached the word and came to the after party.
Listen, I want to ask you while you're enjoying that meal, and we're over here slobbering. What is your favorite dish? What is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish to cook, my favorite thing to cook, honestly, is biscuits. I love biscuits. I make about 5 different kinds of biscuits on a regular basis.
Really?
And I'm always experimenting with new biscuit recipes. My Grammy went to be with the Lord when she was 99. Wow. And when I tell you that woman made a biscuit every day, we ate biscuits every day. I remember going to her house. She was about 97 at the time. And hey, Addie. She was about 97 at the time. And we were down here visiting. I went to her house to visit her, me and my kids. And we went in the kitchen. And it was something smothered in gravy and it was some biscuits. And I couldn't tell if it was fresh or not. So I came back. I told Treasure, I said, we need to go clean up the kitchen for Grammy. I said, Grammy, have you had lunch? She said, well, I was thinking about making me some egg salad. But I made the chicken instead. So I'll take some of that for lunch. I said, you just made this? She said, yeah, I made it today. I said, well, Jesus have mercy. This woman still making biscuits and gravy at 97 years old.
Wow.
And that was my inspiration always to cook. And she was so proud of me. I'm trying to say this without getting misty-eyed. I'm trying. To hear, I was trying not to get emotional. To hear my Grammy at 98, she was like 98 at the time when the show came out, to tell me how proud she was of me. And she said, I saw you make those biscuits and you did just like I taught you. just next time, just smack it one good time with that rolling pin before you cut them out. I said, yes, ma'am. And I've been smacking it ever since with that rolling pin. Since and that was more of a feat for me and more of a triumph for me to the person that inspired me on my food journey to be proud of me and to see me do the thing that she taught me to do on international TV. That's the thing the thing that gets it for me. See, now I ain't got happy. Hold on.
Yes. Millions.
That's correct.
Millions watch that show.
International television, 150 countries.
Yeah.
Wow.
It came on every Wednesday. They replayed it on Friday. So twice, and sometimes it was an hour. Sometimes they did a double episode. So sometimes it was a 2-hour episode. So imagine being able to deliver the word of God in at least 2 hours, sometimes 4 hours per week in 150 countries without one passport stamp.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was able to do that. God afforded me that opportunity, and I do not take it for granted. I still get inboxes. I still get messages. I still get invites to this day. And so many people tell me how they were inspired by God and by my display of Jesus Christ during that time on MasterChef. And it's just enriched my life tremendously.
There is a couple of things I want to say, and I know Val may have a question. The first thing is I am really excited that throughout the show you implemented Jesus. You said, "Thank you, Lord." You said somebody getting saved today.
Yes.
From this food. I mean, you kept it real.
Yes.
You didn't go commercial.
That was a stipulation for me. So during the process of getting picked to go on the show, that was one of the main things I said. I said, y'all know I'm a preacher, right? They were like, yes, we want you as a preacher on the show. I said, okay, great. I'm not taking down Jesus. If you're going to blurt it out, if you're going to edit it out, if you're going to try to make me do or ask me to do some other things, then you can go ahead and just let me go now, because I'm not here to compromise who God is in my life. I came to magnify it, to elevate it, to uplift who Jesus is to me. And they gave me no restrictions.
Yes.
He favored you.
Absolutely.
Sandy had a question about the eggs. She got to doing this. She want to ask you about the
Sandy, you got to bring up the eggs, evangelist. You had to bring up the eggs.
I just talk about eggs.
we had some egg issues. We overcame them, but we had some egg issues. The first challenge with the eggs was this was only our second challenge in, and we did Restaurant Takeover. And that was the first time in the history of MasterChef that they ever did it that early in the season. It was always normally later when it's like the last 6, the last 8, then they would do Restaurant Takeover. We took over a restaurant on our second challenge. And when I tell you it was a challenge, and I ended up on eggs because I had put 3 people on eggs and they all kept messing up. And so then by the time I got there, then I'm trying to hurry up, and I ended up messing up a few as well. And then on the second challenge when we did eggs, learning to do it the Gordon Ramsay way. And I made it through that challenge successfully.
That's the one
on
she's
the second
talking about.
round, though.
She wants to know that
that method,
the Gordon Ramsay way. How did he do it?
The Gordon Ramsay way of making eggs it's more of a souffle. It's actually how I prefer my eggs. They're very pillowy soft, and just like they just kind of melt in your mouth. You don't really chew them because it's really soft. And during that challenge, what I learned from that challenge was how to be a student and still be yourself. I was so busy trying to be a student and trying to do it Gordon Ramsay's way that the first time I was just all discombobulated. But by the time we did it the second round, it was I was like, okay, I got it, and I made it through. But those Gordon Ramsay eggs to me are the best eggs ever. They're not separated. You can't see white and yellow. It's all one beautiful pale yellow color, and they're nice and light.
What did he do?
So he takes them off and on the stove. So you don't cook it at the same temperature constantly. You let them cook, you stir them, and then you pull them off and you stir them some more and keep incorporating the eggs so they make this pillowy consistency. Then you put them back on the heat to cook more. And then at the end of it, you have this light, fluffy egg, and then he puts a little creme fraiche on the end. So you get a little bit of I don't want to say sour, but a little bit of a sour note to the eggs. They're absolutely phenomenal. And I have a saying that most people that eat eggs don't really like eggs because they make them rubbery and hard and ew. Those eggs, they're the best ever.
Wow. That is phenomenal because when he showed y'all how to cut that chicken.
Listen, when he did that chicken, I was in school. Do you hear me? I ain't hear nothing nobody else saying.
My goodness.
I was like this.
I've never seen a chicken cut like that before.
Cut it off.
It was so precise.
Man.
The leg, the quarter, I mean, everything.
But I'm so amazed. I'm so proud of you because my goddaughter calls me periodically from Georgia and say, Godma, I got a whole chicken. I need you to, walk me
through it.
I say, girl, young folks don't know dark from light. They don't. White.
They don't know pieces.
They just know chicken.
And
I said, no, it costs more if you let them cut it. Get that chicken on his back. Those legs go, wing, breast, down the middle.
Because people nowadays, Val, they buy the chicken already cut. It is very few people that buy a whole chicken
and cut it up. I teach one of my first ministries before I even went to MasterChef. My women's ministry was called The Pantry. And so they would come to my house every Friday evening. I told them what ingredients to bring, never knew what they were going to cook. And I put them in teams of 2, and then we just started cooking. And the first time I told everybody just to bring a chicken, that was the funniest class ever.
Wow.
Nobody knew how to cut up a chicken. Only one person knew how to cut it up, and then everybody else was giving the chicken these spa treatments with lemons and salt. I'm like, what are y'all doing?
Right. This ain't the Three Stooges. You remember that episode when he was making sides of the chicken? Yeah. Listen, there are people asking about your pop-up because you come down here with pop-up. Every time you come down here, you popping up somewhere with some food.
Yes. Look. Your wife just wants some potatoes. That's Stacy Whitfield. She don't even want the whole pop-up. She just wants some potatoes. That's all she talks about. And what?
Sandy wants some eggs. So just
Sandy wants some eggs.
Yeah.
We had the pop-up, the VIP reception. Your wife literally stood by the potato bar and ate potatoes.
Wow.
She was like, I saw the other stuff. It was beautiful, but I ain't eat none of it. She said, I've been stuck on these potatoes. So I try to do a pop-up every time I come to Detroit, at least 2 to 3 times a year. I'm probably not going to do another one before the end of the year.
Okay.
But I generally do one. It's normally chicken. I didn't do chicken this time. I decided to do turkey wings this time and oxtails. But I normally can't come to the D without frying some chicken and making some pineapple lemonade. Those are the 2 things that Detroit want all the time, and I enjoy it. I do it here, I do it there. I see Staffy's question about the well done steak, so let me hit that real quick. Well done steak is for belts and purses and shoes. Okay?
Belts and purses. Okay.
Belts, purses, shoes, jackets. It's straight leather.
It's leather.
You can't, I mean, and y'all be rocking the whole table. Don't go out with me if you're going to eat a well-done steak because that cow is already dead.
But I just be afraid. Well, now, I'm a well-done steak either, but I like Delmonico because it's thin. Okay? I like a good seasoned Delmonico steak without no steak sauce. A good
steak don't need no sauce.
No. But now I'm always concerned about getting sick because it's so red.
E. coli and
Akamoshana and all that.
Listen, you ain't gotta make it rare. You ain't gotta make it rare. Just make it medium to medium well. Medium to medium well. Medium well is even I don't want it gray on the
Right.
inside.
Okay.
It's red meat for a reason. It's supposed to be nice and pink throughout that steak, and it'll be the most tender thing you ever tasted. That shoe leather that y'all be sawing at the table, stop it. I can't eat my salad because the table rocking like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them, okay, Lewis, I'll give you
Yeah,
medium well.
Me.
Right.
Listen, Sheik, I want you to give us your information of how people can get in touch with you. If you could give us that information. I know you have an Instagram page, right?
Yes. So on Facebook and Instagram, it's Yachecia or Chic Cooks. Both of those will get you to me. My email is chiccooksllc@gmail.com. You can get in touch with me. I like I said, I do private events, cooking classes. I'm more of a private chef, not really a caterer. That's really not my jam. I can do it. I do it for some people, special people, but I really prefer private chef experiences, brunches, private dinners, 3 to 5 course meals. I really enjoy doing that. My pop-ups are, they're going to be what they're going to be because the people want what they want. But other than that, just reach out to me. I'm available. I've done lots of corporate events, corporate classes, virtual classes. And people really need to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Stop eating all this trash food. Cook it yourself.
Right.
Them chicken sandwiches y'all keep going to buy. I just showed you how to make a good old sandwich.
It ain't chicken at all either. Now that's chicken. That other
Can you make me one and put it under dry ice or something?
I'm a dry ice and chicken.
He's a male.
Stop eating that leather, Staffy. Stop eting that leather.
Yes.
She said, I'll take the leather.
Listen, this has been so much fun. This has been a joy to have you. And also too, Sandy Misson, she mentioned also too, at some point, one of them pop-ups or something, if we can coordinate you coming here to the WVTC Radio Detroit studio and do some type of something, either on the Sandy Rose show or just however we coordinate it, let's set something up where
let's do it. Let's do it.
You do something in the studio. I mean, we would love to have you. We're so proud of her.
Absolutely.
I want to give everybody some final thoughts. I'm going to let Elder Val go first.
Well, see, I'm ready to go left because she's just, like I said, multifaceted. All right. Lions will be at Lambeau Sunday.
I ain't even got to go deep in the spirit.
I know you ain't worried. They pulled it off. Green Bay pulled it off. I didn't even think. Yeah,
I forgot she's a cheesehead.
I wanted to get there. You know, I couldn't let you get off. Is that a Green Bay earring?
It is.
It is. In the final second,
what the Lions do today?
Whooped the Titans like they stole
today?
50-something to 14.
Man, look, I was finna drive downtown to see if the Titans was still at Nissan Stadium because they couldn't have been at Ford Field.
They were at Ford.
I went downtown and looked for them.
Wow.
I said, y'all still here?
Yeah. Lions are fire right now. I mean, especially from that game they came back from.
Man, but today, I'm telling you, whooped.
They whooped them. It was ugly.
They whooped them with Staffy's steak.
That's what they did. They hit them with that well done.
Give me your final thoughts and quit playing here.
We're just so proud because so often, like the song, The Greatest Love of All, we're all searching for a hero. And you were just Detroit's smiley face hero. Producers know what they want. You were true to yourself. And there's some sriracha in you. And so I just believe you represented not only Detroit, not only Nashville, not only your grandmother, but Christ well.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure. And being around, people like you, I've told you to your face, so this ain't nothing new. People like you all of my life who've been influential to me, even as a young person. You all kept me focused. Y'all kept me on track because every time you saw me, you encouraged me. You, Evangelist Rose, I know she's off to the side, and Pastor Troy, all of you all, Larry, you all always pushed me. You always pushed me, and I watched you all, and I gleaned from you, Elder Val, as a woman of God, as a singer, as a preacher, as just a powerful woman of God, and I appreciate who you have been to me. We talked about the prayer tabernacle, but A&O Second Ed fellowships were epic as well.
Absolutely.
Shout out to my heart, who is resting with the elders. Today would have been his birthday. He was my right arm, George Lee Dickens III.
Yeah.
Was in every pop-up. He was my right arm.
Yeah.
And I miss him terribly. So I was grateful to be able to do this today, and I wanted to honor him as my friend, and I miss him dearly. But you guys have been amazing to me all through my life, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Amen.
We thank you so much for being a part of Sunday Throwbacks. I want to give a quick shout out to Michael Mendenhall's Communion. They are my wife watches all of Chef Ramsay stuff, so she definitely was checking you out when you was on MasterChef. So I want to give a shout out to everybody that's on. Thank everybody for tuning in. But before we get out of here, real quick, I have to do this. I want to give a big congratulations, because I didn't do it on this show here. Okay. I want to give a big congratulations to our station owner, Sandy Rose, and the Gospel Music Workshop of America, Detroit chapter, Women's Choir that put it down on last week. Oh my goodness, they put it down, didn't they? I want to give a shout out to her. I want to say happy birthday to Pastor Raymond Davis. Happy birthday to my guy, Rondell Murray. Michael Brown. Happy birthday to Bishop Earl J. Wright. Yes. I want to give a happy birthday to Jonathan Greer. I also want to give a happy birthday to Dr. Anthony White, who is the chapter representative of the Gospel Music Workshop of America, East St. Louis location. I want to say happy birthday to everybody. Sheikah, thank you so much for being gracing the table of Sunday Throwback, and we wish you nothing but God's ultimate best. Yes. We're going to see you soon in the studio. We're going to get together. Continue cooking.
Thank you.
That sandwich was amazing. I think I'm going to go back and watch the show.
I'm going to tell
just
my
that segment right there when she was cooking that sandwich.
And thank you for being the extension of the village for us. She looks after my granddaughter. She ain't seen her yet. But when I show her this, I'm going to link her in here. When she see that sandwich and you hear the doorbell, that's probably okay.
I love y'all.
We want to thank you so much. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Listen, on next week,
great show.
We have a new gospel artist. His name is LeBron Brinkley.
Yes.
He will be on Sunday Throwback. He'll be gracing the table. So we want everybody to tune in and just tune in to all of the shows. This is the first day of the week. You know, Sunday is the first day of the week. Folks say it's 7, but I'm saying it's 1. Yeah. And I'm saying it on my show. This is the first day of the week.
It's
so
a great
from
day.
Here going on, you can catch everything on WVTC Radio Detroit, y'all. And don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote.
Please.
We love y'all so much. Sheikah.
Love y'all. Love y'all so much.
Amazing. We're going to see everybody next week. Blessings to you.
teaching others because when I first got into the healthcare field, people overlooked me. I was really a ninth grade dropout who had no education, but I was determined to make something of myself for my baby. So Motor City matched the funds I put into my business. They awarded me $20,000. So now I'm able to focus solely on first step healthcare training and give it everything it needs. All because I live in Detroit.
This is Shirley Smith from Journey Music Studios, and when I'm not teaching, I'm listening and watching WVTC Detroit.
And we will sing the songs of his fame, forever testify of his grace.
Thank you for tuning in to Sunday Throwbacks with Larry Whitfield on WVTC Detroit. Listen, if you would like to become a partner or a guest on our show, please send us an email at lwhitfieldmusic@yahoo.com. That's lwhitfieldmusic@yahoo.com or call 313-879-9752. That number again is 313-879-9752. We encourage you that God is always in the place, but what you have to do is get him in your space. When you do, your life will never be the same. Thank you for tuning in. See you next week. This is WVTC Detroit, your award-winning gospel internet radio station. We're bringing you the best in gospel music, live shows, and inspiring interviews. Like and share our page on Facebook and YouTube. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay connected. Your support helps us spread positivity and encouragement throughout the community. So whether you download our WVTC app, visit our website at WVTCDetroit.com, or join us on Facebook or YouTube, you will stay connected and entertained. Join our WVTC Detroit listener family today and tell your friends about us. Together, we can make a difference. WVTC Detroit, where gospel meets the community.
Hi, I'm David Whitfield of Whitfield Productions, and I watch WVTC Detroit.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.